What's up, guys? Fico here. I haven't done a video in regards to movies for like a long time, and I have to just come out and say this. This summer's lineup of movies that are coming out, I think, I think it's just bloody brilliant. It's really, really good. This summer is really turning out to be really, really good so far. And I mean, I haven't seen Iron Man 3 yet. I cannot wait for movies like Pacific Rim and The Purge and Man of Steel, the Thor movie. I mean, there's so many movies that are out, but that are gonna be out soon. And I can honestly say, without a shadow of a doubt, that I think probably one of the best ones, if not the best one. I mean, at the very least, this one is the one that's definitely probably going to be a movie of the summer. This one is a movie that a lot of people have been looking forward to for so long. Star Trek Into Darkness. And I have to say, I saw that movie yesterday. And wow. That movie was amazing. I saw it in 3D. That's only the second movie that I've seen in 3D. But I think this 3D, compared to the 3D that I witnessed back in Puerto Rico, I think the quality in 3D definitely, you could tell better that this movie was... I haven't seen enough movies to say that if this movie is catered for 3D. I honestly would have enjoyed it if it wasn't. But wow, was the 3D actually really... It was really good. I actually really enjoyed it. More than the 3D, I enjoyed this movie. This movie's great. It's really, really it puts my heart to ease with J.J. Abrams has a charge in this. I mean, a lot of people are worried that, he's in charge of the Star Trek franchise. He's now in charge of the Star Wars franchises. The two biggest clashing factions of nerds out there. It's like, to this day, a Trekkie will never accept the love of Star Wars. They're that intense. They love the series that madly. But anyway, J.J. Abrams and the crew did an amazing job. The cast, as always, good as always. It's like traditional. Like, I think maybe this one was more fan servicey. I think. I won't say why, but I feel that from the things that you've come to sort of notice in Star Trek overall, I think the first one wanted you to know it was a new Star Trek, and this one wanted to remind you that this is Star Trek but new. And let me tell you, everything about this movie was top notch. I mean, seriously. I mean, the cast was just as tight. The villain, will not say who. I won't reveal anything about the villain, but Benedict Cumberbatch, the guy that does Sherlock Holmes in the show Sherlock. Wow, that man was amazing. That guy, that may go down as probably my favorite. My most favorite sci-fi villain I've known in quite some time. And the reason is because he wants to play himself out to be like sort of like an anti-hero. Like, he's doing things because he's got a good reason to do them, but ultimately he is a bad to the core. They've described him in one of the a movie description of Star Trek. They said he was like a one-man nuclear disaster or a nuclear force of destruction. And I got more excited, and when I saw him, it was like, yes, this man is wow. But the rest of the crew, amazing, good jobs. The story, I think, definitely leaned towards more of Kirk becoming more mature, accepting his role as captain. He's still sort of got this, I don't really care about the rules, really. I'm just this rebellious dude who's going to, do whatever it takes because I know in my heart that it's right. Everyone around him tells him, that is going to get a lot of people killed. You can't do things out of blind luck. And the story really does hit it hard with this message. You get a lot of fan service from other adversaries that show up. You also get a ton of great action, lots of laughs also as well. It's a very witty movie as well, but most of all, you get so much good sci-fi and so much good action, and this blockbuster really hit it home, and I absolutely freaking loved this movie. And I think I'm gonna go see it again on IMAX because I saw it on 3D. It's being promoted as IMAX. I only seen one movie in IMAX, and that was Skyfall. And this movie definitely, I think, deserves to be heard in an IMAX theater. That music, oh my god, that music! And those effects, those special effects, those sound effects were just amazing. I mean, that team had it. Them like it struck gold, pay dirt. It definitely. I think that movie was great. And because I'm not a diehard Trekkie fan, but I will admit this: I've seen almost all the Star Trek movies. I used to watch the original show, on Nick at Night when I was a kid. I used to watch the Next Generation. I didn't watch Deep Space Nine and any of the other spin-off shows. I didn't really get too into them. They tell me I should, but I haven't seen those yet. And I do admit that most of these shows have really good writing in them, and really they're so focused on sci-fi rather as more is more different than it is in the action. And one of my first thoughts was when I finished watching this movie, I was like, the Star Wars franchise, the future is in great hands. Because all J.J. Abrams and his crew have to do is replicate exactly what they're doing with Star Trek. Star Wars is, everyone's scared and afraid that J.J. Abrams is going to turn it into like another rehash remake. Look, ladies and gentlemen, we already got the prequels, and I actually don't have any problems with the prequels. I actually enjoyed the prequels. Didn't love them. I don't think they are the most horrendous pieces of crap that have been formed. I think they were poorly written, but other than that, I found them very enjoyable. The scenes that had a lot of action, the moments, the special effects that, that serviced as to keep you excited and like not bored out of your mind with political dialogue, confusing plot, stupidity all around. I don't take all that too personal. I really don't. Because, they're just movies. But I personally would love to see a Star Wars movie done exactly like this. Get Star Trek Into Darkness, some of that juice, and pour it into Star Wars. Whatever it's going to be called, I don't know. But let me tell you something. These people are doing great. This movie is amazing. I honestly enjoyed Into Darkness. I wouldn't mind seeing it two more times in movie theaters. I would pay full price to see this movie twice. That's how good it is. And whether you see it in IMAX, whether you see it in 3D, whether you see it in basic, normal, blow out of your mind seats, whatever. Whether you see it on D-Box, whether you see it on whatever gimmick that they've created to make this movie more interactive. I do think this movie is definitively just balls to the wall, amazing, and I definitely recommend it to anybody. And excuse me, ooh, a little itchy. Sorry about that. But anyway, I do recommend this movie for anybody. I'm not a serious reviewer. I often, at the time, give these movies a little rating, but if I was gonna give this, I would give this a 5 out of 5, an A plus, a excellent. You pass at 100%. Go see this movie. And for the hardcore Star Trek purists that feel that this movie should be exactly as the others, take a page from history. Nothing has to stay the same. Different doesn't mean worse. This is awesome. Go see that movie. So, anyway, guys, you have an awesome day. Go see Into Darkness. I cannot wait for the next movies that are coming out. Why don't you guys tell me which movies you're more excited about after Star Trek Into Darkness? And if you guys want to comment on Into Darkness, leave comments below if you like. If you like to offer me any anything like in Star Trek that I could just like expand my love for this, if you could keep the spoilers to a low, I would appreciate it, because this movie just came out and I think a lot of people are going to really love this movie. What was the things that you liked about this movie as well? Anything at all. Discussion. It's good for the soul. It's like chicken soup. Pour some discussion in that bowl and let's talk. Let's not argue. Let's not flame. Let's not troll. Let's just talk, okay? Please. Have a good day, guys.